Righto. I think we're live. I think we might just be. Yes. Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. 12:25, Wednesday, the 15th of July. Don't tell me name, Pack. Don't tell me name. Anyway, we're going to be chatting about masks today and something that's just happened in Scotland. Scotland, yeah, they are. Oh, yeah. Listen, I love the Scots. I love the English. I love the Welsh. I love the Irish. I love the English. I love everyone. I love everyone around the world. There is nothing but love here. Lovely to see you all, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just pop that one in there. Let's wait for a few of you lovelies to pop in. Afternoon is. Hello, gorgeous. Lovely to see you. Yes, I hope everyone's bum cheeks are firmly sat down in the chairs and that you're all enjoying yourself. We're going to be chatting about slave masks today. We're going to be chatting about a bus driver in Scotland that's just passed out the steering wheel today for wearing a mask for 4 hours, and he was told he's got to wear it for 10. He's had to have a relief driver come in, and everyone on the bus has got slave masks on. And I'm just thinking of the catastrophe of what would have happened if he'd have actually have passed out. He was on the verge of passing out. Luckily enough, the boy pulled over, got his bus to a safe standstill, and saved a very catastrophic event. Maybe everyone on that bus, if it had gone down and everyone had died, perhaps they would have all gone down as COVID-19s. I don't know. But we're going to be talking about that this morning. We're going to be talking about slave masks. I'm going to be showing you some pictures of slave masks. We're going to be having a beautiful little tune from Citizen Steve as well this morning. And it is, as always, lovely, beautiful to see you, lovely. Yeah. Your mask is your tinfoiler. Yeah, it is, bruv. It is. British Barnacle, lovely to see you heaps. Beautiful man there. Beautiful man. Built like her. He's like Rambo. He's a big lad. And I'm sure if he shook me hand, he'd probably crush my fingers. I'd probably want him back. He's a big boy, but he's out there spreading the truth, and I love him for it. Rob S. mask video, 3 minutes long, Dave. Yes, I've just seen Rob S. this morning. I love Rob. He's a good brother of mine. We chat every now and again when we feel the need. Last time I spoke to him, I was in the bath, lavering myself up. Now, you make of that what you will. So, yes, this guy in Scotland, he's passed out virtually at the steering wheel of his bus. And I thought these buses all had beautiful spit visors, spit screens, Achtung, everywhere to stop the ball of COVID flying on to their faces and catch them. Look, listen, peeps, I want to tell you one thing right now, right? You got the beautiful British establishment telling everybody to put masks on, but let me tell you, it is highly dangerous for you. And if everybody in my beautiful country, England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales, and around the world decide to wear these masks, you are going to see a second spike, all right? Let me tell you. You are going to see a second spike. I want to explain to you a few things about your body, right? If we don't get oxygen, we die. And we take it for granted, ladies and gentlemen. We take the oxygen of this planet for granted. And it is shit. The system, our oxygen levels are certainly not what they used to be. They've cut all the trees down. You've had all these forest fires. They had a massive, massive impact on the oxygen levels of this planet. And that's why a lot of us get out of breath. We struggle for oxygen. Because the oxygen levels are certainly nowhere near what they should be to sustain good and healthy life. Okay, but we get by because we live in a toxic world. We just about get by. This is why cancers and all these other illnesses and diseases are going rampant through the roof. And we have to question this. But you've got the British establishment, all the NHS and that. And I want to explain to you something, right? All these NHS staff that are insisting on you wearing a mask when you go into an hospital are fucking hypocritical. They're hypocritical assholes. Why? Because when they get at the back, they know this is a complete nonsense. They take their masks off. It's a bravado. It is just to keep you under the thumb. All right? That's it. We have people from in the NHS now whistleblowing, telling us that they don't practice what they preach. All right. So before we get right into the nuts and bolts this morning, I want to play you a lovely, beautiful, beautiful tune I really like. This is from a private artiste, and his name is Citizen Steve. God bless you all.
Farewell, my England, so long, my old friend. Your days are numbered, they're coming to an end. To be Scottish or Irish.
Oh, for Scott Buffering. Let's say, nice to see you all, Pauline.
But don't tell them you're English. That's way out of line. Now the French and the Germans, they call themselves such. That's so may the Norwegian.
Hang on. We're all buffer up. Let me just shut a few of these down.
You can call yourself a Russian or even a Dane. But I would never say you're English ever
Again.
At Broadcasting House, the word is taboo.
I'm going to rewind this because it was buffering. Sorry. I love this tune. I love my country and I love my people. Let me tell you. If you know the words, sing along. If you don't, just hum. Feel free to tune in, do some dancing around your kitchens or your living rooms. If you want to dance naked, please share the pictures. That's all I'm saying.
Farewell, my England, so long, my old friend. Your days are numbered, they're coming to an end. To be Scottish or Irish, Welsh, that is fine. But don't tell them you're English, that's way out of line. Now the French and the Germans, they call themselves such. That's so may the Norwegians and the Swedes and the Dutch. You can call yourself a Russian or even a Dane. But I'll never say you're English,
Never again.
At Broadcasting House, the word is taboo.
Lovely to see you all.
They banned it in Parliament and Brussels too. Even in the schools, the teachers are told you can't teach the young children of the England of old. Writers like Shakespeare, Milton and Shaw, they don't learn these heroes in our schools anymore. Or Aging Court Trafalgar, Arnhem and the Somme, where the brave sons of England before us have gone. So now we are Europeans, oh how can this be? For Europe is miles away over the sea. But don't tell them that you're English and you're proud through and through. They'll only call you a racist, even though it's not true. So tell them in Brussels and Parliament too. We are proud of our heritage, we are red, white and blue. For the flag of St. George and the Union Jack. And tell the whole wide world we're taking our England back.
I'm just a proud man, guys and girls. That's a great tune, isn't it? So I'm going to try and find, if I can jump onto my Facebook, I'm going to try and find, we're going to be talking about slave masks in a second. Trust me, guys and girls, if you're out wearing masks, please be vigilant. They're doing you a lot of damage. In fact, if you're going to be doing what you're going to be doing and you're going to be participating in whatever's going on in this country right now, and to be honest with you, I haven't got a Scooby-Doo what's going on in my country right now. But for £2, you can buy these visors that have a halo around their head, okay? And they don't impede on your surrounding areas. So if you are going to participate, if you are going to go out in the streets, on the buses, on the trains, and you don't have the balls to stand up and tell the Gestapo to fuck off and leave my lungs alone, fuck off and leave my lungs alone, that's what you got to shout, then maybe these visor halo things are a bit of a better option. Although it does remind me that that program, Space Oddity 1999. I used to love that as a child. Yes, I did. That beautiful, beautiful program, Odyssey 1999. It reminds me of that. All we need now is spacesuits to go with them helmets and visors. I'm going to try my hardest to find this because this ain't my proper Facebook page. Oh, that's Teresa and her brother there. I'm probably not going to find it, actually. Let's see if we can. If someone could find the video actually for me and share it on my David Witcher profile, that would be fantastic. Anyway, we'll come back to this in a minute. Oh, look at this sleazy Joe Biden. What a slime bag he is. But I want to keep this on topic this morning. Oh, bless you, Dino. My mate, Mrs. Dad, love his heart. Yeah, we'll find it in a minute. But yeah, this woman, she's a nurse and she sat in her car in Scotland. And she's as cool as a cucumber. And she said that she actually witnessed the bus pull over, the driver get off, pull his mask off. She said he looked as red as a beetroot. Well, that's what it does. It messes with the hemoglobin in your blood. Makes you look like you've been on the Costa del Sol, ladies and gentlemen, with your boobas out, getting all that lovely vitamin Ds and all that, and sunburn in your tits because they're closer to the sun, ladies, aren't they? Let's be honest. But she was really concerned, and she went over to him and told him, she said, look, I'm a nurse. What do you want me to do? And I can help. So he took the mask off and he said, I fucking hate wearing these. And as a consequence, he could have been responsible this morning, ladies and gentlemen, for killing a bus load of people. I just want you to analyse that and put that into some sort of context, right? I really do. So yeah, as of the 24th of this month, this virus is so intelligent. You're going to have to, after the 24th, you're not going to be able to go into any shops up and down this country because of this virus. Now, look, listen, if this was real and this was going on, firstly, no one would be going to the shops in general. And secondly, this would be implemented ASAP, because you have to poke the iron in the fire when the iron is hot, right? And to give 10 days grace, can you just imagine for 1 second how many people could possibly get infected by this intelligent virus called COVID-19 within 10 days? Please, ladies and gentlemen, why have the government not said, right, oh, no more? And why have the government not shut down the shopping centres? If they genuinely believe these places to be hot pots for virus contamination and crossbreeding and all the other stuff that goes with it, why have they not shut them down? It should be people first. It shouldn't be corporations and private business first. So this is just about getting you used to this, okay? This is where they want you to go. So here we have US slave tortures, the mask. US slave tortures, we've got the mask here. She looks quite nice. She's probably a very pretty African lady. Underneath that veil, she looks like she's got a Knights Templar helmet on, upside down. And these are slave masks here with the lovely bolts around the neck so they can pull you and take you where they wanted to do. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you one thing. The slave trade is not dead. The slave trade is very still much alive, being run by the deep state cabalists. Okay, this one I particularly like. This one here. Actually, I'm going to come out of here. I'm going to give you full screen. How's about that, eh? You're so lucky, you lot. I tell you, you really are. So we'll go full screen. So here, this one I particularly like. This one, she looks a bit cheesed off in this picture, to be fair. She don't look like she's having a very nice time. And tell me that don't look like all of your brothers and sisters. This is just to stop her talking, right? He's probably got a dummy that goes inside a mask. This one's quite nice. Look at this funky dude. Look, check him out. Oh, David, don't scroll too hard. Here, look, check this one out. That's a nice looking mask. It looks like a timber or a wicker mask, eh? Beautiful, beautiful. So, yeah, this is what the people of our country now look like, ladies and gentlemen. They look like fucking retards walking around with their masks on. President Trump there, look at that. Good boy he is. He won't wear one. You won't never see Trump wear a mask. I'll eat me shorts, eat me 7-day pants if we ever see President Trump wear a mask. I don't think he will. All you ever see is, don't forget, President Trump is a dude, right? Now, is he a deep state cabalist? I'm starting to lend to myself to think that he probably is a deep state cabalist. But is he trying to shine a bit of light in the world? Probably. I'm yet to see all these evidences of what's going on with the Q thing. Personally, I think that's just a subtraction and a distraction for all of us to keep us in check. So let's have a look at this one. Please don't do it for the culture. Look, so we got a picture here. I don't know who that is, but look at the similarities between the two here. Yeah, this is a modern day. This has obviously been taken very recently with the daughter, the child, and looks like, to me, could be motherish. Exactly the same. So we've gone a couple of 100 years, ladies and gentlemen, but nothing changes. There's nothing new under the sun, and we see the very big, distinct similarities between the two slave things here. We've got to be very careful, ladies and gentlemen. We have to be very, very careful. Let me see if my good mate Dean Jackson lost his dad a few months ago. God bless you, Dean. Love you like a brother, and I hope you're all right, cuz. Have you been affected by COVID-19? Have you been forced to wear a mask and glasses together? If so, you may be entitled to condensation. Very sound advice there from our brother Barry Wiggins. I want to give a big shout out as well to Colin Birch. Colin watches the channel. Colin's not very well at the moment. He's got cancer, and we fight for him. We pray for him every day. And if I can help in any way, Colin, if you watch this video, I send you my love and hugs. And I do have some things that might just help you through your struggle. So if you want to give us a shout, please do. I look forward to speaking to you. So yeah, I'm going to see if I can find this Scottish thing this morning. Don't look like I can. Let's see if we can find it on YouTube. I want to find it for you because this is such a valuable story. And look, let me tell you, when everyone has to wear these masks after the 20, whatever it is, there's my brother. Look, Daddy Dragon. If you've not been over, let's show you a little bit of Daddy Dragon's channel. This is my brother Graham. And he's got a massive following now on YouTube. and I love him like a brother. Let's just have a few minutes of Graham.
Hello, people. Yes, it's me. And
We're buffering.
I'll have to bring my mic over. Hopefully I ain't blasting everyone. Don't forget to share, like, and do everything that we normally do.
This is my brother Graham.
What I'm going to do now, people, is just throw this out.
If it stops buffering. It's buffering.
Out there. Hopefully, what?
Oh, dear. So anyway, that's Graham. As you can see, we're having technical difficulties.
We will, but
oh, for God's sake, this is a joke. So anyway, that's Graham. We'll come back to Graham in a bit. Let's just pull you in a little bit in this conversation and see when he gets going. You can listen to the things he talks about. We're very similar in our outlooks.
And I can say to you, everyone out there, let me just pull that off. They should be in production very soon. Is all I can say. There could be an English Democrats one, and there can also be a full English show one. Now, whatever happens, it will be advertising the fact that we are in full protest at this disgusting, absolutely disgusting references to us all being made to wear these silly masks. So again,
and it is pathetic, people.
Now, hopefully, what I'm going to do now is bring my little screen back up, touch wood, and see what people think of that. What do you think of the masks, people? What do you? But do you think that could be a winner? That's a good. I agree entirely. Dave Holden, I want one. And I've got to tell you something, the person who come up with that idea is someone, let me just make sure, and what I don't want to do is dox him, but he does come on here with his right name, so I won't actually be doxing him. Let me just have a quick...
So that's our Graham. If you want to jump over to Graham's channel,
I will actually show him that.
You can do. Tomorrow. I'll show you what his channel's called. It's Daddy Dragon, and he's just under 19,000 subscribers now. Okay, you can jump in and see Daddy Dragon shows all the time. He's a boyo. He's a good lad. And I love him dearly like a brother. He's very, very good. So it is a deep state push. This is what they're doing now. Is they want to see who's going to wear these masks, who the sheeple are, and they want to see who's the ones that are not going to wear the mask. This is the deep state cabal pushing their agendas. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, on them for the record. If you wear these masks for a prolonged period of time, you are not only disabling your own immunity, you are putting a fungus on your lungs. Your body is designed to breathe fresh air, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I do understand the stigma and the fear that is being pushed out from the leftist media stations, and it has got a lot of people in complete fear in this country. Why? Because they don't get their information from any other sources apart from the BBC and the newspapers. They are properly, fully programmed. And I'm afraid to say that's how I see these people. They are completely and 100% hopelessly programmed by the deep state. If the Chuckle brothers were to come on tomorrow, which they can't do because one of them passed away, bless his heart. But if the one Chuckle brother come on tomorrow and said that we're going to be doing the Okie Kokie, it's now law at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, put your masks on, Breakfast TV. I'm going to be running around the studio naked just with a mask on. Please join me. I think everyone in this country probably would. I really do. Because they have failed to pay attention to the fact that they have their own minds and they have their own free will, and they have the right of discernment to discern what is right and what is wrong and what is proper within their own lives. They're so indoctrinated into this state party system, and it's repugnant to me. It is repugnant on every front, and I think these judges and the people that work in the system are treasonous and tantamount to sedition and treason, high treason, in fact, because they're plotting against the people of this country. And I'm hoping at some point that we see a pushback. Now, as much as we seem to like things that pop along, if you'll find, let's say, for instance, the power outage went tomorrow. Now, we have already in South Africa power outages going on. Certain towns get turned off at certain times, then turn back on a few days or a few hours later. That probably will come to this country. I'm hoping it doesn't. But we might be seeing that. So candles are a nice idea for a couple of hours or a couple of days until we all get cheesed off and we've burnt the house down with candles. Then you'll see the pushback. Why is all the power out? Why is people not doing their job properly? Why are we in this kind of situation? So we should see a pushback in that respect, and I think we will. And it's going to be exactly the same with these masks. People might think it's quite cool and funky to be doing it right now and maybe for a month or two, but let me tell you, after that, when they start seeing the ill effects of how their body's changing and how their immune systems are changing and how they're dropping like flies, they might just consider the fact that these masks are not all what they're cracked up to be. Now, as always, these masks will not protect you from any virus, nor will these spit screens with the halos around their head make you look like a cyborg. They're not going to protect you in any way, shape or form from any virus, not a chance. But one thing that will probably protect you is a decent immune system. And a decent immune system comes from eating proper food, staying hydrated, drinking good, clean water. Personally, if I was a government and I was dastardly like they are, and I wanted to harm you all, how could I hit you? Well, I'd hit you with things that you just didn't see that were coming, all right? I'd hit you with your tap water, with your food, and I'd hit you with spraying the skies. That's exactly what I would do, and I'd hit you by spraying your crops and making them carcinogenic. I wouldn't have to bring a tank into town or any guns and bullets and soldiers. I could kill you all just by using their measures. And I want you to fully understand and grasp that. I really do. And these things are happening. We have to be very, very careful. Why are people in this country so placid? Well, given the levels of amounts of fluoride that are in their drinking water, it's hardly surprising that people don't care and are just happy walking around like autonomatrons and not seeing any further than their noses. And I'm not having a dig at these people. Far from it. I feel for them. I feel for all these people wearing masks that don't see the bigger hidden agenda quite clearly. Slave masks, it's just a representation of a slave mask. They want to see who's going to be the slaves and who are not going to be the slaves. And I said yesterday, you hold the power, ladies and gentlemen, with your ability to dig your hand in your wallet and pull out a card or cash. Cash will go within 2 years, I guarantee you. The banking sector is working as hard as it can to bring about an end to cash. Now, the argument for cash doesn't stack up with this virus, I'm afraid, because we're all out there handling all the goods that come from merchants, food outlets. We're all participating in this and we're all handling and touching surfaces, etc., etc., etc. Now, a guy called Luke on Facebook yesterday went to pick some stuff up and this guy told him to stand back behind the line and he was quite offended by that. And then when the guy come out, he handed him his product from the back and he just gave it to him. He said, hang on a minute. He said, you're telling me to stand behind the line, but you've just touched that. And now I'm holding it. So that's how we're transferring this virus, ladies and gentlemen. It's not through the masks or the airborne. It's probably through touching surfaces, etc., etc., etc. But there's nothing you can do. If you're deemed to catch it, you're going to fucking catch it, ladies and gentlemen. It's like fishing. You're not going to stop it. So we have to be very, very careful how we proceed with this. And these companies are now acting like little Hitlers. Stand behind the line. We won't serve you. You are not coming in this shop unless you wear a mask. Well, that's not fair and just in a fair and free people, ladies and gentlemen. And you have to understand that they're all private corporations, alien to this nation, for the people, by the people. And now they're exerting their will on us via their corporate puppet bosses. It's got to stop. It really, really, really does have to stop, I'm afraid. And we, the people, are the only ones that are going to make this stop. No one's going to do this for us, ladies and gentlemen. We have to get off our asses. We have to come together and we have to stand up. Now, collectively, we can go along the lines of independent sovereignty with our EDPs and EOLs, evidence of life, and ecclesiastical deed polls. I will be in the next few days going down to my local court and serving them. I've made emails already this morning to my local court, and I will be doing that myself, filing it in for them to have their copies. But we also need, and very urgently, to sort this out on a global scale. And that is why I like the Earth United platform, because we all need to come together, guys and girls, and we need to hold these public servants accountable for the treason and sedition that they're playing out on us, and the planned trespass, the unlawful conversion of us, and the constructive fraud. We need to deal with that. And if we don't, then we're going to sink, and we will sink. And humanity, mankind, and the spirit may be lost. And we are just going to be autonomous, and we're going to just all do what we're told. And that's the biggest thing for me, is just doing what we're told. It's a very dangerous thing to do. We don't discern with our own minds anymore, and we need to. We really, really need to. So just to put a finer point on this morning in Scotland, a gentleman driving a bus with a bus load of passengers all wearing masks, and he had a mask on, basically almost lost consciousness whilst behind the wheel of this vehicle. That's how the Americans say it. And could have ended up very nasty. And a nurse was sat there and she witnessed it, and she got out and she helped this guy. They had to evacuate the driver off of the bus because he had this mask on for 4 hours solid, and he was supposed to wear it for 10 hours. Guys and girls, if you are wearing masks, or if anyone in your family is wearing masks for a period of 10 hours or more, they are harming themselves. They've got no idea, and they think this is the problem. They seem to think they're doing it for a good cause and a good reason. Guys and girls, you are killing yourselves. You are wrecking your immune systems. You truthfully really, really are. And we need to be paying attention right now. I won't wear one. I will not go to the shops. I will not. I would rather wear rags and pants with holes in them and darn my own socks than go and participate in this bollocks. John Harris is worth a watch. One of the gentlemen, sadly, I've never had the pleasure of meeting. Now, I've met many people and spoken to many people. Roger Hayes, Guy Taylor, so many great people that have been standing up for freedom, truth and liberty in this country for a long time now, and their voices will echo through time. Guy Taylor, sadly, no longer with us. John Harris, for me, I have a sneaky suspicion that he's not dead. That's not conspiratorial. If you go and follow his video trail, you'll see he did a video in St. Ives where he said he's got to commit internet suicide, and I never forgot them words. I feel for me that John just decided to get out of the limelight and to go QT and go private. I'm pretty sure, and I feel that John is just fine somewhere. Lives. Guy Taylor sadly has passed away. My condolences and thoughts always go out to Linda and his family. And Guy got cancer. Well, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, when Guy was losing his manor house, many people that I know went and camped out in that manor house to try and protect it, including my gorgeous friend Hannah Rose, who lives in Bristol. Now, while she was there, and this is quite a few years ago, the police was at the door and they booted the door in. And she was laid on the couch just chilling out, and this copper come up to her with a cattle prod, a fucking cattle prod, and said, if you don't get out, I'm going to zap you with a cattle prod. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the question I have for you is, do you like public servants like this? Do you like the fact that they are using peculiar and unusual punishments on the sovereign people of this country? I think it's detestable, and I think that any cop who's doing that should take a bullet or be hung. That's how passionate I am about this. I think if you cattle prod anyone in this country for no other reason than you want to take a building, you should be hung. You should be hung for treason because you're a treasonous fucking rat. That's just how I see it. And you know what? I'm entitled to my opinions. I'm entitled to my outlook on this great country, because I just am. I am. That's my absolute right. Who was in the box? I'm not sure. If you don't wear them, you're taking a chance. You're not going to kill yourself by the virus. Lungs go hard. Vein from leg through machine and back in the body just to put oxygen into the body. There you go. There you go. No, my personal opinion, ladies and gentlemen, is I don't think John Harris is dead. I truthfully don't. I could pull the video up and find a part of it now if you wish me to. But personally, I just feel that John come into this very, very early on. I think it took a bit of a toll on him and his family, Heather especially. And I think that he just cut his losses. He said he created a monster. He tried to I don't really think he meant what he was saying. I just think that he'd realised he'd opened up such a can of worms. I really do. But do I think he's dead? Do I feel he's dead in my heart? No, I don't. I think he's just having a nice life somewhere, and God bless him if he is. More of your comments. Victoria, I wear an oxygen mask. You agree with open border? Guys and girls, look, masks are dangerous. If you're going to go and get something, let's have a look, see if we can find them. COVID halos. Bear with me. Let's see if I can find these. See, look, this is the World Health Organization. Now, what you've got to understand about the World Health Organization is that Donald Trump pulled funding. America does not now fund the World Health Organization. And this is communism at its best, because communism is global, fascism is on an individual country. How to wear a fabric mask. See, they're just telling you all the time, look, how to do this, how to do that. These particular masks are so dangerous, but they do COVID. Let's have a look. COVID visors. Let's see if we can find one. This could be an option for many of you, and this should be an option for drivers, anyone that's in transport. Now, a friend of mine yesterday went to these things here. Okay, let's have a quick look at these. My advice, if you're going to participate in this bollocks that's going on around England right now, then wear one of these. Okay, you can get them. They don't come down so far. They're only a couple of quid. I wouldn't buy one from here. That's stupid money. But they do them now that just come down and cover this part. Bearing in mind what you'll see here, ladies and gentlemen, is that your mouth and your nose is completely free to breathe normal. So what you're going to get with these is you're not going to get a spike in your carbon dioxide levels in your blood. And you will breathe normal and as easy as you like, and you'll be able to go about your daily business if the Stasi have their way, which it looks like they're just about to. But the masks that go on your face are so dangerous. So maybe look into getting a halo. There was someone selling them the other day locally to me for £2. You're probably going to pay £5-6 quid for one of these, but these are the better option. These are not going to do your body any badness. So my friend yesterday in Birmingham decided to go and have some, she'd probably kill me for saying this, but she's having some bunions taken off her feet or some corns. You know, people get hard skin on there. And they go and see someone called a chiropodist, however you want to say it. And this nurse, actually, I think she went to the NHS to have this thing done. And the nurse was there chatting, and she had a mask on, and my friend didn't have a mask on. And she said to the nurse, how do you feel in your heart? And this is how easy it is to touch people within their soul. How do you feel in your heart and as a woman about wearing that mask there? She says, I have to wear this all day. She said, it makes me dizzy, nauseous, sick. She said, but my employees make me wear it. She said, they're arseholes. She said, they don't work. She said, they're a waste of time. This is just all about control. And my mate just opened up and they started having this massive dialect. And this nurse said that she follows Kate Schiamani on Facebook, and Kate Schiamani's, bless her, she's knocking it out of the park. She's an amazing woman. She's a natural nurse in a toxic world, and she's putting the world straight. So she's just amazing. Another friend of mine went to have a couple of tyres put on his motor yesterday on his van, and whilst he was in one of these tyre outlets, there was 8 people there, and they started talking, and he said rather than turning away these 8 individuals, rather than calling him just a conspiracy theorist and a nutcase like they did years and years ago, he said they were hanging on his every word, all 8 of them, because they know something majorly wrong is going wrong in this country. And he's due to go back and meet with them and a load more people tonight. So, mate, listen, let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen, people in this country are waking up fast. This is why the system is bringing in such draconian measures to try and lock us all down. But let me tell you something now, they fail, and they fail on a massive scale, let me tell you, because they are in dodgy territory right now, because government, rather than just looking after us and trying to do what's right for us, are now acting arbitrarily and exerting force by using their Rottweilers on us. And it's got to stop. It's absolutely got to stop, and I pray that it does stop. But there's a hidden enemy, you see, and this is silent weapons for quiet wars. The virus, the masks, that's exactly what is going on right now. Now, it's true, ladies and gentlemen. I guarantee to you, if the populace of this country and the world decide to wear masks 24/7, these ones that fit closely over your face and stop you breathing easily. Remember tunes? Oh, we always used to love a tune and a bit of eucalyptus rubbed on our chest. Why? Because it made us breathe more easily. Okay. Well, now you're being stymied from breathing. We're in very dangerous times. And you definitely will see a second spike. If everyone wears these masks from the 24th, you are going to see hospitals jam-packed with people struggling to breathe, going bright red. I guarantee you, I see through the government bullshit. Trust me. Balaclavas it is then. Yeah, you try and getting into a bank with a balaclava on, Strongy. You try getting into a bank with a balaclava on. But if you've got a burqa or a hijab, mate, no problems at all. It's double standards. This country is absolutely under double standards. And the thing that I find highly amusing, well, not amusing, but it is a fact, is that we have a government of submission. Everyone will submit and bow to the will of these bastards, and I won't. I just won't. I'd pay to see that. Jesus Jones, I love you, man. You're awesome. So, guys, Colin Birch, I pray that you get better, brother. Your son got hold of me, Russell, and he said that you tuned into the show. I want to send you all my love and healing energy that I can. And if you get in touch via this platform or get your son to WhatsApp me like he did the other day, I'll send you some stuff that you can do to maybe try and heal your body at this late stage of your illness. And let me tell you, right now, brother, you got nothing to lose. And I pray to God that you get better. I'll get me one of them then. So look, you know, knowledge is power, ladies and gentlemen. If you're not going to be able to go and provide sustenance for yourself, then please do yourself a favor. Do not wear any of this stuff. These masks that completely cover your nose and your mouth are going to cause you and your family a lot of upset, let me tell you. So invest slightly more and get one of these halos. To me, it's an oxymoron. Neither of these devices are going to protect you from any virus at all. The virus doesn't pay attention to visors, masks, or spit screens, or people wearing gloves. Not a chance. Never does, never will do, and that's a fact. Is a mask going to stop you getting this virus? Not a chance. And you spend more time playing with these masks and halos and having your hands around your face than you would do if you had no face covering on at all, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I'm not someone that goes mad with hand sanitizers. I don't use them in point of fact because the alcohol's within the hand sanitizers. If you're hand sanitizing, if you work in a doctor's or a nursery or a hospital or anywhere like that where you're dealing with the public, the vermin now of this country, and you're hand sanitizing 2-3 times an hour, you are putting alcohols and chemicals into your bloodstream that you are not going to wish that are going to want to be there. Just use soap and water, use common sense. I grew up in a time period where if there was a plague that was bestowed upon us, we certainly wouldn't have freaked out like this. We would have just got on with life. We would have dealt with what we had to deal with on a daily basis. Bearing in mind, I'm talking 45 years ago when I was a young man, people just would not have reacted like this. They had a bomb-proof mentality. Now, because we've got a nation of snowflakes and fairy tooth people, they get a splinter and they pass out. They just can't cope with what's going on. And it's a very fear-based people that we live in now. And it's so sad to see, so sad to witness. It truly is. On a global scale, we seem to have lost our ability to think clearly and rationally. And that's why I read the Bible, ladies and gentlemen, because it keeps me on track. Whenever I get out of sync, out of whack, I just read a bit of scripture and it pulls me straight back into alignment. And I thank my lucky stars for that wisdom. There's a lot of intelligence in the world. We have a very lot of intelligent people that know how to do a Rubik's Cube in 3 seconds flat, that know how to do Pythagoras theorem like just easy jigsaws, all this and that. We really do have a massive nation and a world full of intelligent people. But one thing I see lacking is is wisdom and common sense. Common sense and wisdom are the two profound things in life that you need. If you lack either, you're in trouble. So please, people, work on your common sense. I want a Bible with all the missing books in it. Where do I get that? You can't, Karen. Maybe get yourself an Apocrypha, get yourself the Book of Enoch. But then again, I'm not massively one for reading. I choose to get mine online, listen to it on audio podcasts freely and on YouTube. I often send myself to sleep listening to books from the Bible. And I find that when I'm asleep and my teeth stop chattering, it sinks in a little bit harder than it does when I'm just reading it on page. So, but I use both. I just get both. DW, view my wake up, read scriptures, very sound advice. Thereon are which is not are not codex. Bless you, strong Angel. Do I know you? Do I know you as an individual, or are you new to the channel? If you are, mate, consider subscribing, liking, and pressing that bell button for future notifications. Ladies and gentlemen, we're up to 47 minutes. It does appear that it might start raining down in a minute, and I'm struggling with these pinhole glasses. If people wonder why I'm looking like Stevie Wonder, check them out. These are pinhole. Where's the camera? These are pinhole glasses. Okay. And what they do is they strengthen up your eye lenses and make your lenses of your eyes work properly. So, yeah. Did she get an A or an O level? Can't think. Who are we talking about? Did she get an A and O level? Can't think where that came from. Alpha and Omega. The Alpha and Omega, yeah. Trust me. New subscribed, happy days, thank you. Brother or sister, I'm not too sure. I'm not being too presumptuous. Are you male or female or him, she? We have to be very careful nowadays, ladies and gentlemen, how we stereotype and label people. I hate labels, by the way. Labels for me. He's a racist, he's a fascist, he don't like the lesbians, he hates the gays. All labels, all to distract you from your inner self, all just labels. Look, ladies and gentlemen, there's just men and women here on this planet, and we are all here supposed to be bumbling along together. And the lesson of the day is don't get triggered. Don't let nobody trigger you or pull you out of your karmic inner self. Get yourself a Cadbury's caramel, go and sit under a tree and just let that caramel soothe down the back of your throat and chill out. I want to see a nation of chill outs. I want to see a nation of people that look at people and go, that is my brother or sister. All right. Not that someone that's black, that's someone that's Chinese. Oh, she's a lesbian, he's a gay. I'm not interested. I'm only interested in men and women and getting my country back and doing away with this dark, evil, satanic force that seems to be roaming the earth right now. So we will win. Ladies and gentlemen, trust me, we will win. There's too many great ones out there right now, spreading the message, spreading the vibe. People are naturally gravitating now away from mainstream media. The newspapers don't sell like they used to. People don't tune into the BBC. People are leaving the BBC in a mass exodus. This once great British Broadcasting Corporation is not being sponsored and funded like it used to be. But it won't go bust because it's heavily sponsored by the European Union, and that's where they get the majority of their funding now. And they show the European Union in a particular light. Now, you don't buy the hand that feeds you. The BBC was formed to be impartial and to give us the truth of what was going on in this country on a daily, hourly basis. They have failed, and they are now just narcissistical, paedophilic scumbags, and that's how I see them. The brass at the top need taking down. The BBC, as far as I'm concerned, if it went into administration tomorrow and ceased trading, I would say hallelujah. I really would. They've done a lot of damage to this country, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of damage. But it's up to you to see that. Some of us do. Some of us do. Facebook, Pascal shared a video to your group. Let's have a look and see what Pascal's sharing. Just bear with me. It could be the video of this woman this morning. Let's see what Pascal is sharing. And I'll be back with you in 2 seconds. What's he saying? What is he saying? It's taking time to load up. It seems to be, when they get atmospherics, there seems to be a bit of ag with the weather reception and the internet. I don't know what goes on, but it does seem to be a little bit grainy this morning. Yeah, nothing major going on there. So yeah, what I will do is bring you back. Jamie Bennett himself, if you know Jamie Bennett, his YouTube channel's growing and he's up and running on that. And as of the 24th, coinciding with the day, actually no, the 22nd, my Facebook live stream comes back on. It's for me to use, but guess what? I'm not going to use it. Unless I really have to. Let's see if I can go streaming live now. No, it says you won't be able to post until the 22nd of July because I broke community standards. Well, that's just, when you're breaking community standards, you're living in a socialistic, communistic country, ladies and gentlemen. Free speech is free speech, all right? I don't care if it's offensive. Free speech is free speech. It's as simple as that, okay? And we're all being stymied. Myself, Jamie, he's silenced all the time. Graham Moore, all the people that are out there kicking it, telling the truth and trying to get everyone to wake up, they're all being silenced on Facebook. This does seem to be a bit of a freer profile, and this channel is growing and growing and growing. Long may it continue to grow. Long may I be gracious enough to continue to receive your support. None of this channel is monetized. It never will be. I'm not interested in that side of it. Meet you by Lidl at 2 p.m. Oi, who's chatting to who? What Lidl we chatting about, son? What meet you by Lidl at 2 p.m. What Lidl's we going to? The agent has left the building. Ain't it GCSEs? Take no notice of him. Guaranteed under the Bill of Rights. Actually, I was going to ask, I did ask what male or female was. Strong Angel. I don't think they've replied to whether they're male or the scripture code codex that contains codex is Genesis, Phoenician original Evangelium, Secundum Lonum, and Apocalyptic Lonis Vulgate, or better the codex. Blimey, cracky. Victoria, new subscribed on the same page. Yeah, so Strong Angel, I've got a funny feeling. You know, I'm trying to feel your energy a little bit. I've got a funny feeling you're. I think you're male, actually. I think you're a male. Getting a bit of male energy. I could be wrong. I probably am. I'm wrong quite a lot, to be fair. Ask the missus, she'd tell you. Male. Yes! I didn't even see that comment. I just sat there and pondered. And I just thought, yeah, I'm getting a male energy from this profile. Fair play. You cheeky agent, peace here, not war. Yeah, amen. I'm all about restoring and reasserting the constitution of this country, getting rid of all of his despotic governance and politicians, locking them up, sticking them in the tower, where they will never see the fucking light of day again, because they have harmed so many people in this country, ladies and gentlemen. They deserve nothing less than that. They really do. They're scumbags. Anyway, I'm off. Thanks for tuning in. Pop in and see us later tonight. I'll try and come on here later tonight. And be careful with your slave masks, ladies and gentlemen. Your slave mask. Let's just have a quick look at my slave mask before we disappear. You are going to potentially be walking around. Oh, I like that one. That's an old one. Gas mask. Slave. Looks like a gimp, doesn't it? This one, look, slave mask. And I guarantee you, I'm pretty sure that you will never, ever see Donald Trump wearing a slave mask. Here we go. We got US slave tortures, the mask. Got the face mask here of this poor slave with a chain around her neck, ready to go off to market or wherever she was going to be sold. And we see the beautiful slave mask. This one's a Greek comet mask of all slaves. Oh, that's nice. It's nice. It's got no teeth. What's going on? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm out of salts. I've pretty much covered everything I wanted to cover today in this chat box. As always, I want to thank you all for being so brilliant and having greatness about yourselves. The agent has left the building. Up yours, Vic. I don't know what that's all about, but there you go. Victoria. Oh, Victoria West. Beautiful, beautiful woman. Beautiful. The agent grower, adults can talk, don't need to see face banks, but if you unblock me, Babs, I'll answer your question. Oh, that's lovely. Just love and light in my channel, ladies and gentlemen. And I know Victoria West has just got an awesome energy about her. And peeps, I will see you a bit later today. I'm just bumbling now. I've not really got any content. But yeah, I love you all. Stay safe, stay blessed, keep sharing, and watch the masks, ladies and gentlemen. Trust me, they're bad for you.